Me and Kathia, a couple years after meeting, just started to date a little bit, and then now here we are. But it's some things that maybe I was raised to think is okay.
Yeah.
That Rwandan culture doesn't think is okay. So I just avoid those issues by staying at home and staying to myself a lot.
Fair enough.
I did not appreciate my time with Patriots. So like I said, that kind of a lot of the things that I hear about myself, especially the negative things. A lot of people don't think that I hear it. I hear everything.
You do.
I hear everything.
BNB Kigali 89.7 FM.
Yes, people, Eddie Abaisia here on BNB Kigali. Today, we are joined by one of the best PGs Rwanda Basketball League has ever seen, Adonis Filer. Thank you very much for speaking to us, Adonis.
No problem, bro. Thank you for having me.
I'm starting with your life off the court because, that is where you spend much time these months due to injury.
Yeah.
How do you manage to stay focused and fit as a pro hasn't been playing for this long?
I kind of just try to forget about it. Like every day is just a new day. So thinking about the injury or thinking about the fact that I'm not playing, stuff like that, it's not helpful. It's better to just kind of put yourself in a forgetful mindset and just kind of work day by day, and then eventually the days add up, and then eventually I'll be back playing.
Fair enough. When you came for the very first time to Kigali, I think in 2020 with Patriots, yeah?
Yeah.
You didn't excel instantly. You even faced some hindrances like COVID came in.
Yeah.
But you stay in Rwanda and you didn't return to Europe where you played before, and you're home in US.
Yeah.
Why?
I was kind of at a point in my career where I hadn't established myself really. I had just finished playing in Mexico, and COVID kind of didn't do me any favors because I didn't get to play for a whole season. And it was kind of at that time it was my only option to come back and play for Reg that second season. So it was kind of an easy choice for me, and then I just kind of made the best of it.
What would you say went wrong with Patriots because you didn't return here?
A lot of things go wrong in overseas basketball. Not really the kind of person to point a blame at an organization or anyone. So me and Patriots just didn't work out, and we just went our separate ways. I think I came here in February of 2020, and I didn't play basketball until October when we started the local league there. So without touching the basketball, I can understand why my game wasn't where it was supposed to be. I'm one of those kind of people that I work on my game a lot. So not being able to work on my game during that time kind of made my my game go down. I had a lot of doubters, a lot of people that didn't really think I deserved citizenship to play for the Rwandan national team. Didn't even think I deserved to play back in the Rwandan local league. So that's also a lot of fuel I kind of feed off of when people doubt me or kind of say I can't do something, or the negative words kind of fuel me a little more, and I hear them all the time.
Did you get that in Patriots?
Yeah, in Patriots.
Yeah. They sacked you.
You said yeah, what?
They sacked you.
They sacked me. What does that mean?
They dismissed you. They said they released you.
Oh yeah, Patriots. Yeah, they released me. That definitely gave me a little bit of fuel to the fire. It's kind of why I play with a little bit more energy when I play against them. I did not appreciate my time with Patriots. So like I said, that kind of a lot of the things that I hear about myself, especially the negative things. A lot of people don't think that I hear it. I hear everything.
You do.
I hear everything, and I love when people
And you see on the X when people
I'll see people that I know have said some things about me, and you know it's okay because your opinion is your opinion. I know who I am. I know the kind of player that I am, and like if I was doing like you saying something bad about me means I'm doing something right. Like I'm making you dislike me. I'm making you say all of these things, and I know I'm very confident in a person that I am. So you know, me being able to work on my game and come back to Rwanda and show the kind of player that I was. That's another reason I appreciate Reg so much, because they gave me that opportunity and I took advantage of it. You know, like I said, everything that a lot of people say, I hear it. I might not. I never really respond because, you know, like I said, your opinion is your opinion.
You had 2 great seasons with Reg.
Yeah.
I mean, the last one wasn't that better, but you were one of the best players in the league at the time, and if not the best, winning 1 league title. How would you reflect on these seasons with Reg?
It was cool. Reg was a definite turning point in my career. That's why I always, you know, if you see me ever greet anyone that I know from Reg, I always greet them with a lot of love, because like that was a turning point in my career. As far as me being able to win back-to-back championships, going to the BAL, performing the way that I did. You know, obviously as a team in the BAL, we didn't perform up to the standards of, you know, our Rwandan fans. But you know, as a team, we won 2 back-to-back titles in the local league, helping us get back to the BAL, and you know, we competed for a 3rd one against APR. We fell short that year, but my time with Reg was great. Definitely wouldn't trade it, wouldn't forget it, anything like that. My teammates, Cleveland, Kai, Shaka, Shobozwa before he left, Axel, like I met a lot of my friends playing with Reg those first 3 years.
You reached BA quarterfinals twice, but everyone was thinking, oh, they should have done better than that. Did you have like the same feeling?
Yeah, I always aim for a championship. No matter what league I'm playing in, the end goal is always a championship. So for me, I was not happy with the way that those 2 seasons turned out in the BAL with Reg, but I mean, that's basketball. You know, you win some, you lose some. You gotta get ready for the next game, next season. So I know a lot of the fans were disappointed. I was disappointed. I don't think anybody's gonna be more disappointed than I was, you know, in myself and my teammates and everything like that. We were the most disappointed in ourselves because we couldn't do what we needed to do, you know, to stand up for our country. But well, like I said, that's the game of basketball. You win some, you lose some. We prepared, we fought. You know, no one did it purposely. So
But to be specific, what would you put that down to?
I mean, I don't think it was any specific reasons. You know, we just lost, man. Sometimes that happens. I know the first year we went to the playoffs, I got hurt. I pulled my hamstring in maybe like the first few minutes of the game. We didn't have big pichu. We had just made a change in our roster that first year, so we didn't have pichu. I mean, you can make a lot of excuses, but at the end of the day, you know, you win some and you lose some. And it's not really one specific thing as opposed to it being multiple things. In the second year we came back, we fought again, and we lost to the eventual champions, the Al Ali, Egypt. So we fought, but we just came up short. At the end of the day, that's just what happens sometimes in basketball.
I spoke with Cleveland.
Yeah,
last year, and he said removing Pichu that year.
Yeah,
that was like
it was a very big piece, very big change for us. Everybody that knows Pichu knows he's a force when he plays. He's a big guy, and he's the big guy, and he's one of those people, like, you know, if you're playing basketball, and you see him on the court, you know, you automatically have some form of intimidation that sets in, and you know, we didn't have that intimidation factor. But like I said, that's just one of one of many reasons. At the end of the day, you know, we lost. And
what is he like? Because I saw you when you meet him, it seems like a bromance.
Yeah, Pichu's my guy.
On the court and off the court.
Well, a lot of people always, you know, laugh at me because of my interactions with Pichu, because he doesn't really speak English.
Yeah, he speaks French.
Yeah, and I don't really speak French. We don't say much to each other. It's more so just like a connection that we have. No, we don't even really use signs. It's more so just a connection that we have. Like, I know he's a good guy. I know he means well. He's a good player. He knows I'm a good guy. He knows that I mean well. And so we just use that interaction between us, you know, that kind of just gives us that sense of like brotherhood between each other. So every time I see Pichu, it's even when we playing against each other, it's always all love.
Yeah, speaking of Reg, last season with them wasn't that great year for you, suffering a 4-game sweep in the finals. Was it a matter of squad depth, coaching?
The year before, when I played with the Reg.
The last year with Reg.
My last year with the Reg, when we played against APR.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of people missing. Cleveland wasn't there, and that's a major piece. APR was they were prepared.
They have a depth.
Yeah, they were prepared. They were prepared that year, and that was a tough series for us.
You've been in this league for a while. What do you think is the crucial thing for a team to win the league? Is it a matter of coaching, squad? What?
I mean, every team has its own needs. I think the main consistent thing that you need is good locals.
Yeah, locals?
Good locals.
Okay.
Yeah, like, you know, having players like Shobozois, Axel, Norde, William, you know, my previous years when I played with Kaj Ellie. When you have locals that are good, it makes the foreigners' job easier. Because I feel like any team can go and find decent foreigners. Like you only get 2 foreigners on your team. The rest of the team is all either locals or naturalized Rwandese players. So when you have good locals, good discipline within the locals, and you know, they know how to play the game, it makes everything just like a lot more easier.
What do you make of local players, their level?
It's like, yeah, it's like up and down. Like I said, you have those guys like Shobozois and Axel.
Is he the best Rwanda basketball? Is he the best hooper? Rwanda hooper?
Shobozois. In my opinion, I can't really even judge, because it's so many good players like Shobozois, Steven from Patriots, Gaston from Patriots. Like I said, Norde, Axel, they are still locals. Even though they didn't grow up here, they're still like Rwandese. Yeah, Axel, they're still local. So I mean, it's hard to say who's the best player. But like I said, like those guys are like at the top tier. And then you have some guys that are trying, that maybe play for some smaller teams. They're trying to get better or trying to make a name for themselves. So it's kind of like it's really like, you know, you just take your pick with who you want.
Then you joined APR and went to the BA with them, bowed out in group stages, picking up an injury. That was a great month for you, was it?
Nah, that was probably the worst month of my career. But I mean, you know, like I said, just focusing.
That's the question I was about to ask. Was that the worst moment of your career?
Yeah, it was absolutely the worst moment of my career. I thought my career was over. So, you know, it was a lot of stuff going through my mind before the surgery and everything like that. But
did you sustain a worse injury than that?
No, never.
Never.
This is the worst injury I've ever had. The worst. This is the longest recovery that I've had to go through for my body. So yeah, that was definitely a rough time that month.
There you go now. Talk me through your recovery journey. I mean, it's been almost 8 months off the court.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't that bring some sort of depression or something like that?
No, I wouldn't say so much depression. I mean, you have down moments, but you know, I'm a big believer in God. I'm a huge believer in my faith. And for me, once I like kind of locked back in with my prayers and, you know, kind of communicating with him and like, you know, doing my daily acts, you know, through him with his guidance, it kind of just made everything a lot easier. Especially being back at home with my parents. My parents made everything so much easier because they were just like, they were just being positive every day. Like no matter if I woke up in a good mood, bad mood, sad mood, whatever, like my parents was there like from the moment I landed in Chicago to have my surgery, you know, all the way up until this day. Even, you know, they just made it so, they took a huge weight off my back as far as, you know, with the helping me with my emotions and things like that. And then you know, just my brothers and obviously my fiance. She those people really stayed together with me. And then obviously coming back and finishing my recovery with APR, the support that I got from management, from my teammates, even the fans when I came back, like the support that I got from everybody was really, it was amazing. So that kind of helped me get through it a lot. Yeah.
But being specific, you know, how do you manage to keep away all these distractions and give up thoughts in your recovery journey? Because I think that was not like an easy job.
I mean, it's for me, I kind of try to keep everything black and white, kind of like simple. At first when I came here, it was to do a job, you know, with Patriots, my first year with Reg, but then over time I started making friends, and like, you know, having a life off the court. So just being away from them, it never really became an issue because I can, you know, everyone's always a FaceTime call away. So I can call my parents and just, you know, talk to them for a couple hours and be on FaceTime with them. Same with my brothers, same with my sister, even with my friends that are back in America. Everyone's just a phone call, FaceTime away, so it doesn't really make it that hard for me.
During your recovery journey, you've had some incredible moments off the court. I mean, one of them is your dating life. I mean, your engagement to Kathia, as you said.
Kathia.
She's now your fiance, yeah? By the way, how did you meet first? How did you meet her?
I met her in 2020. Towards the end of my time here, I met her and all of her sisters at the same time. So we just maintained that friendship for forever. All of us are still friends now. And you know, me and Kathia, a couple years after meeting, just, you know, started to date a little bit, and then now, you know, here we are.
You proposed her on the first day of 2025.
It was actually the last day of 2020.
The last day?
Yeah, it was on New Year's Eve.
Could we expect to see you walking down the aisle
this year? In 2025? Yeah, the wedding's gonna be this year.
Soon? Anytime soon?
You have to define soon. It's not like within the next 3 months, but it'll definitely be this year. She's handling all the planning. You know, her sisters are, like, and her friends are very.
It could be like the first 6 months of this year, yeah?
Man, I don't know.
You don't want to discuss anything, yeah?
I don't even know. None of the dates are confirmed. You know, we just trying to figure out the best time to kind of have it, especially with my season, the BAL coming up again. So we just trying to figure out the best time to have it without you know, it having any effect on basketball and my season and things like that. So
could you say the Mackenzie's girls helped you and your boys to settle in Rwanda? Because we see you hanging out many times on social media.
Oh yeah, that's my family now. So, you know, those my girls, those my sisters. Like, they kind of made my time here in Rwanda very easy. My off the court life, because they're just good people.
How did you meet her for the first time?
How did I meet her for the first time? Man, that's a long story.
I think you met, the first one is Naomi, yeah?
No, the first one I met was Brenda.
Okay.
Yeah, first one.
Okay, talk me through the story. Yeah.
So the first one I met was Brenda. I don't want to say too much because I don't know what I'm allowed to say.
Okay.
Sometimes they get a little
controversial?
They get a little angry with me. So I'm gonna say stuff without saying too much. But now I first met Brenda. All of us, we went out to eat. That's when I met the rest of the girls. All of the girls, they were there. Naomi, Kathia, Kelly. I hadn't met the little sister Kayla yet, but just about everybody was there. Pamela. Yeah, it just kind of grew. It was so unexpected. I just kind of met them, you know. I just kind of met them. We hung out once, and then we didn't talk for a while. And you know, my dog Chief, when I was leaving my first year, I couldn't travel with him. And I knew that they had a dog. So I asked them if they would, you know, be so kind to watch Chief while I went back to the States.
Okay.
And they said yeah. So I didn't think they was gonna say yeah. They said yeah. They watched him. I think I was going for like 5 or 6 months. And you know, when I came back to play with Rig for the first time in 2021, you know, that was the first place I went to get my dog. And I'm always the kind of person that like stays in the house. I don't really like to. I don't really like to go out and be around a lot of people. So when I came to get my dog, they were just asking, "What do you do? Like, what do you do all day? Like, you just sit in the house?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's fun in the house. I play my video game."
Is it boring? Yeah.
No, it's not boring at all to me. I sit at home, I play my video game, I hang out with my dog.
You don't try to explore Kigali and that.
Nah, man.
And the weekends, you know?
Nah.
Clubs and stuff.
Clubs, nah. It's too much trouble in all those places, man.
Okay, too much trouble even for a pro.
Yeah, like it's just not my scene. I really like, one thing about me, I really love basketball. And if I feel like something can affect, you know, my career or can affect me basketball wise, I don't even want to be around it. So you know, they saw that I never did anything, and you know, they offered to I think take me to Chomad. This was 2021. COVID really.
Try food.
Yeah. COVID was kind of lightening up a little bit, so the rules were kind of, you know, becoming a little less. And you know, we were able to go out, so we went to Chomad, and after that we just kept hanging out, you know, one time after the other, whether it would be just me and the girls if I met them at Zoe, or if we went out to eat at Chomad or Pili Pili or wherever, we just I would always find myself hanging around them. And before I knew it, we just became, you know, really, really, really good friends. Like, we just wanted to see each other all the time, and you know, just being around them a lot. And then obviously, you know, Kathia being there, that turned into our relationship, and my relationship with the girls grew as well. And like I said, now they're like my sisters.
They're sisters. I see them supporting you guys on the games like every single time.
Yeah.
You're now like a family, aren't you?
Yeah, 100%.
Speaking of that, isn't it a challenge for you in terms of culture? Because Rwanda culture and the US one is totally different.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I even saw a picture of you with her, like, cradling her, which became a little bit controversial.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
I'm not really like into a lot of social media stuff, so I wouldn't say that I even know about the controversy with any picture that we have.
Like the picture you cradling her, like on the beach, I think.
Oh, just recently when we were in Mombasa. Yeah. Oh man, I don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff. I live my life the way that I want to live my life, as long as I'm not disrespecting her, as long as I'm not disrespecting myself or my family or disrespecting my God, my faith. I don't see anything wrong with it. Like I said, that's my fiance. If I want to carry her on a beach with her wearing a bikini on the beach, in my eyes, I see nothing wrong with it. And if I don't see anything wrong with it, then it's not really a problem to me. And if she doesn't see anything wrong with it, if she doesn't ask me to remove the picture or something like that, then you know, in my mind, everything is okay. But you know, with the different culture, that's kind of a lot of the reason I stay at home, to kind of avoid those, because I know that I am who I am. Like, as far as my personality, I wasn't raised here in Rwanda. I'm not really like privy to the culture that's here. So sometimes I make mistakes.
You have to try to go out and explore, you know.
I mean, for me it's okay doing it the way that I'm doing it. I don't really like to be out a lot, because I like to be myself. And if I feel like I can't be myself, then there's no reason for me to be around people where I have to fake my identity. So it's better for me to just be at home, or to be around people that accept me for the person that I am, you know, because like I said before, if it's not against my faith, if I'm not disrespecting myself, or if I'm not disrespecting her, I don't feel like there's nothing wrong. But then again, Rwanda has its culture, and I respect its culture. So in order for me to respect the culture, sometimes I have to stay at home, because I know that I'm gonna be me, regardless.
Hey, you're gonna cause trouble.
I'm not gonna cause trouble, but it's some things that maybe I was raised to think is okay. That Rwandan culture doesn't think is okay. So, you know, I just avoid those issues by, you know, staying at home and, you know, staying to myself a lot.
Fair enough. Tell me a bit about a clinic you started last year. Where was the inspiration come from?
Mental health. The inspiration definitely comes from mental health. I know a lot of kids.
Did you experience such a thing?
Yeah, I think every kid does to a certain extent. You know, where I was raised, my experiences in life, it caused me to have those I guess I would say depressing moments in my life, or just like, you know, balancing basketball overseas, like you said, being away from my family. I've had those moments where mentally I've not been well. And I feel like a lot of the times it's overlooked, especially when it comes to men, even more so when it comes to young men, like young boys and young girls. So for me, I think like your mentality has a lot to do with really like the person you can become in the future. So that's why I kind of targeted the younger kids, as far as when it came to the mental health clinic, because like you have to mold the kids' minds early to be positive, to be mentally well, and like to know when you're not mentally well. It's okay to not be mentally well sometimes. It's not like life is not gonna be perfect. So like you gotta, you know when you're not mentally well and know how to deal with it and know how to get through it. So that's really a lot of the main points when it comes to my clinic. And then like I kind of just use basketball as an attraction to draw the kids there. You know, the kids love basketball. I've seen, you know, how much the kids love me when it comes to basketball. So I kind of just use my basketball influence to bring the kids there, to teach them about mental health. And then at the same time to, you know, gather around kids that are around their age and like hang out and just, you know, get to know each other, be in a safe space, and have some fun, play some basketball, win some prizes, you know, things like that.
Yeah. I always have a curious question when I met someone from the US. How do you cope with living that country where guns and stuff are allowed? Isn't that dangerous?
Yeah, I mean, it can be.
You're from Chicago, yeah?
Yeah.
Are they there?
Are guns there? Guns are everywhere in America.
And they are permitted?
Yeah.
Do you have one?
Nah.
Out there?
Nah.
No, I'm talking about out there.
No, I don't have a gun.
How is it life like that? Isn't it dangerous?
Nah, I mean it's not really dangerous for me personally because, like I said, I kind of stay to myself a lot. I don't really like.
Cause like meeting me, you know, I have like a weapon in my pocket.
Yeah.
Every time I can.
Yeah, but you know you. That's why you don't put yourself around people that could that could do something like that. But no, it's not really so much dangerous. It's kind of just like it's just a way of life. It's just a way that you know that's the way life is there.
Like those guns, someone can like click, like they can kill you.
Yeah.
Oh, that is totally dangerous.
But they have consequences. Like you can't just go and kill somebody and then just go about your life. It's consequences.
Comes after the death.
Yeah.
Man, that's nothing. Yeah.
That's life. You live and you die.
It's too dangerous.
You live and you die. If I go home and the next time I go home happens to be the last time that everyone in Rwanda sees me, then you know that's just my life.
In Rwanda, you know that you can't even see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's also the difference in the culture that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of stuff that's accepted in America
Even
that's not accepted. That's not really accepted here, and like. A lot of times I get caught in that gray area of trying to figure out, you know, if it's okay here, you know, cause I do it at home or something like that. So that's why I kind of just.
What type of culture that surprises you in Rwanda?
What type of culture surprises me in Rwanda?
One, I may guess, is staring at someone.
Yeah, that was fine. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy because I've gotten used to it now. Like, I haven't. I lied.
Like someone may stare at you because of those tattoos.
Yeah, tattoos, nose ring, all of that. I have a lot of stuff that make people stare. So now it's just like, it just is what it is. I take it as, you know, either a compliment or just curiosity. You know, people really care about what other people think here. Like, it's really
like we're judgmental.
Yeah, you're judgmental also, but I wouldn't say like it kind of makes it seem like it's a bad thing. I judge people as well. Yeah. Everybody is judgmental. Like everybody sees, everyone sees something and they judge it. But it's just like, you know, in the culture, it's like a lot of times you're so worried about what people think about you here in Rwanda. And it's like it's a whole world. Like Rwanda's not the only country in the whole world. So like a lot of times things are like growing and people are thinking very differently and like, you know, people's mind are expanding. While sometimes here in Rwanda, a lot of people like, they'll be worried about, oh, I can't wear this because someone's gonna think that. Or like, you know, I can't say this because someone is gonna think that. Like if it's you, be you. Like don't, you know, it shouldn't be this person is gonna think this, so let me not do it. If that's how you are, just, you know, just be how you are.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times, like, you know, people are focused on what other people are thinking and it slows them down. Because a lot of things that when I was growing up that people told me maybe I couldn't do or, you know, is the wrong thing to do, a lot of people do it now. And like, it's because the times have changed and they're successful doing that same thing that people told me I couldn't do, that I shouldn't do. So, I mean, it's just, you know, the fact that a lot of people really care about what other people think about them here.
Let's back to the court. When are you returning to the court and how is your injury going?
The injury is healing well, thank God. It's been healing fantastically. I've been practicing at full speed. I'm still holding off from games for now, just until, you know, me and my coach, we both feel comfortable about me playing in the games again. So, but as far as the injury, everything is fine. Like I said before, I'm feeling very blessed being able to be back on the court this soon, even just practicing. So.
The league is starting and late this month.
Yeah, the Super Cup is next week, and the first league game is.
Are you starting with the team, the season?
Oh, am I starting in the first games with the season? No, no.
Probably February or March.
Yeah, somewhere around February, March. Yeah.
So you'll be featuring in the BAL, yeah?
Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, that's awesome. Are you looking forward to turn things around in the BAL specifically?
Yeah, the goal is always definitely the BAL to win that. Bringing an international championship to Rwanda is definitely the goal. That's what we're all working towards. Right now we're building our team and just trying to establish our identity, create a foundation, with the team, and then the next step will be preparing for the BAL. But that's always the main goal, to win that BAL championship.
Last year it was the most run a Rwandan team has ever had, probably. What would you adjust this season, if you were a coach, hypothetically, to rectify these mistakes that led your team to early elimination last year?
It's hard to say things to adjust because what happened was a lot of injuries. I know me and Obadiah, he was the other. He was the other foreigner. Both of us had injuries, and we were our team's top 2 scorers at the time.
I know.
So it's hard to say what to change because you can't really prepare for injuries. Like, you don't prepare for someone to tear their Achilles. You don't prepare for Obadiah to hurt his hamstring. So we still got some of the same local players coming back, and they're better, stronger, more experienced. So we're going to use that in addition to adding more pieces, and hopefully that means success.
Would you rather go the whole game without scoring a single point, or be left on the bench for the whole game too?
Do we win?
Would you rather?
But do we win? Does my team win? Do I score 0 points and we win? Am I sitting on the bench and we win? It all matters about winning. I don't care if I score 0 points or if I play 0 minutes. If we win, we win.
Let's suppose you lost.
We played I had 0 points and we lost.
Or you didn't play for the whole game
and we lost. Both of those are horrible, man. 0 points and we lost, and I didn't play.
To choose one,
Man, 0 points and we lost. Mentally, man, I'd rather you might as well just sit me down. If I'm scoring 0 points, man, I'm not helping nobody. Not helping nobody, man.
You'd be rather sitting on the bench,
Yeah. If I'm scoring 0 points, man.
Would you rather get dunked on or get nastily blocked while attempting a dunk?
You can block my dunk. I don't care about that.
You don't care about?
Yeah. Just you can block my dunk. At least I tried.
Okay, quick fires, rapid ones. When you are doing your pre-game prayer, what kind of things do you pray about?
Health and victory.
When you see a camera, what is your go-to pose?
My go-to pose? I just normally smile.
You smile?
Yeah, I probably just smile, because sometimes I don't even know the camera's on me, and then I look up it's like right there in front of my face, so I just probably smile.
Who's your best friend in Rwanda?
In Rwanda?
Rwandan basketball, that's what I mean.
Rwandan basketball. Local or foreigner?
I mean, let's take all.
I got a few. I can't even name one. I got a few.
You can say like 3.
3? Kaj, Ellie, Cleveland Thomas, and Axel. But I gotta throw in my boy Showbiz, Gaston. Like, those are still those are my guys. Like, those are my guys. Norde, William, like, over time everything has grown, so like they've been my teammates now. At first, Norde and William were never my teammates. Now they've been my teammates, and this going on the 2nd year, so like we definitely becoming a lot more closer.
And favorite player growing up?
Favorite player growing up, Derrick Rose, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook.
Who's the toughest opponent you've ever played against in Rwanda Basketball League?
Toughest opponent that I've played against Rwandan Basketball League.
Is that hard? Yeah.
It is, bro. It is.
Maybe Antino. He's my teammate. Yeah, he's my teammate now. We played against each other once last year. I can't really say him though, because we only played against each other once. I didn't really get a chance to see how he played and really compete against him the way that I wanted to. Obviously, I got injured that year. And Tino's one. Gotta respect Will Perry. Definitely gotta respect Will Perry.
Best memorable moment in Kayo so far?
Championships. Any one of the championships I won with Red.
Who does Adonis think is the best player in Rwanda Basketball League? They only don't know.
Me.
Yeah.
What kind of question is that? Who's the best player? And you think I'm gonna say somebody else? Nah, man.
I think you're gonna say
nah, man.
Antino and stuff like that.
Me. I never pick nobody over me. I don't care who's playing in this league.
Yeah, fair enough. And finally, how would you describe Rwanda in one word?
Peaceful.
How would you describe Kathia in one word?
Beautiful.
Adonis, thank you very much for speaking to us.
What's up?
It was a pleasure.
BNB Kigali 89.7 FM.